Do you remember the impact Michael Jordan had on basketball? He revolutionized the sport in the most magical way that basketball became so popular in the world, as it no longer remained limited to one country or culture. The sport, which always collected praise from Americans, saw an international rise, with fans around the globe traveling to witness the magic of Jordan. Since her arrival in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark has more or less the same impact in the league. She is changing the dynamics of the sport, making it more popular, and creating a spark among fans and players alike. Whether someone admits it or not, Clark is here to stay and rule the WNBA. And you know what Caitlin Clark just did is insane. We will discuss her stats and impact on Indiana Fever later, but let's first talk about her influence on the WNBA, as we are going to dissect how Caitlin Clark is changing the game. Since the beginning of this ongoing WNBA season, Clark has been making headlines, and for all positive reasons. She has been a force to reckon with, she's rewriting the history and redefining what a rookie can do. Yeah, she's just a rookie. Caitlin Clark is just exposing the new reality of WNBA. There have been some questionable fouls against her, including a particularly heated moment with Chennedy Carter. Additionally, her trash talk during a game against the Connecticut Sun and her exclusion from the Olympic team sparked discussions, and the comments made by Diana Taurasi. It wouldn't be wrong to say that wherever Clark goes, the crowd follows her. Her recent game against Aces was witnessed by the 20,000 people at T-Mobile Arena, the largest crowd in Aces franchise history. And it was also the 5th largest crowd in the history of the WNBA since 1995. It was historic, and the energy, the vibe was also felt by the players. So, what the basketball community really thinks of Caitlin Clark? Let's hear it in the words of AJ Wilson. AJ Wilson, the Acer player, when asked, "What's the best thing about this particular season of the WNBA?" And she said, "The energy. I feel like the energy is good. It's a good vibe. It's a good feel." So, Caitlin Clark is largely responsible for the vibe, energy, and jam-packed stadium. Although she hasn't had an impactful outing against Aces, as she concluded the game with 13 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds. But her impact goes far beyond the field. Clark was the first overall pick in the WNBA draft, and now it shows why exactly she was. What's really impressive about the entire league is her ability to attract the crowd. And as you know, when fans watch the icons like Clark, it creates a new era of inspiration where dreams and future stars are born. Clark is raising the interest and impact of the league, and for that she is being respected too. During the game against Aces, she took a hard fall, and then the most wholesome moment happened. Jackie Young, the Acer player, showed a great gesture as she untied her shoe to give Clark time to get up, and waited until Clark was set to continue. This shows the amount of respect Clark has earned. She may be just a rookie, but she is dramatically increasing the league's visibility, attracting a wave of new fans, and raising the level of competition. With the season just starting, we're all on the edge of our seats to see what she'll accomplish next. And there is another exciting thing which can take the league by storm. Yes, can you guess? The WNBA All-Star Games, folks. The WNBA All-Star Game is happening on July 20th at the Footprint Center in Phoenix. This year's game has a special twist. It'll feature the USA Women's National Basketball team, aiming for their 8th straight Olympic gold, facing off against the rest of the WNBA All-Star players. Indiana Fever's Clark, Aliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell are selected to represent Team NBA. It is the first time since 2007 that the Fever has 3 All-Star. Now it is the time to shed light on Clark's number in this season so far. She is averaging 16.2 points, 6.9 assists per game. This puts her first among rookies in this category. But there is more. Clark is 3rd in assists and 16th in scoring among all the players in the league. Not bad enough for someone who has just arrived at the professional level. So, Clark is not just creating impact outside the court, but she has been equally amazing on the court as well. She is doing this all with humility and gratitude, and trying to improve shortcoming with each passing game. and her performances keep everyone hooked on what she will do in the All-Star game. And guess who will be playing alongside her? Any guesses? Angel Reese. Yes, you heard it right. The two biggest rivals in college basketball will be side by side. Remember the 2023 championship game? Clark and Reese put up a show on opposite sides of the court, but this time, they will join the same team, and it's a unique opportunity to see the most talented players of the young generation lighting up the WNBA stage together. Like Clark, Reese has enjoyed an amazing season so far. She is leading the league in rebounding and recently broke the record for most consecutive games double-double. So now can you imagine the fuss and vibe when they both will join the same team? Clark has a special talent for creating plays. Her assists are precise and she has amazing court vision. Now imagine those assists reaching Reese, who is a force to reckon with. So their combination will be explosive, dynamic, and will be remembered for ages against the USA. So, Clark has done an amazing job so far, and her efforts, aura, and impact has shocked everyone. It's not just about how Caitlin Clark is changing the game, she is also changing the perspective of people about the WNBA. She is bringing a new vision to the sport, and people who have never watched the WNBA before may start watching it now. Talk about Clark impact. Insane, isn't it? But it doesn't mean she is covering a smooth journey. No, not at all. Indiana Fever has been on a losing spree. As Clark admitted, the team needs improvement in some areas. Shooting percentages weren't best, and they needed to hit more free throws. She said these are the areas that can be improved with practice and experience. A positive note Clark highlights was the team's defense. Even when the shots were failing, Fever didn't let it impact their defense, and their defense in this game was better than before. Let's appreciate Indiana Fever. They are a young side, and still have a tough time against Aces, the defending champion of the league. So, the future looks bright for the Fevers. So, with Clark making headlines, it is yet to be seen, can Clark break more rookie records before the season ends? And can she guide Indiana Fever to the playoffs? Let's know in the comment section. Yes, Indiana Fever isn't playing a good game of basketball, but their top star Clark also was subjected to abuse and criticism. Even the legends like Diana Taurasi were belittling the impact and talent Clark possessed. Anyway, the WNBA All-Star game will be super exciting as Clark will be facing Taurasi, and it will be the high-octane clash when an accomplished star will meet a rising one. So, who is going to win? Please let us know in the comment section.